Are you challenged with anger? Do you find yourself being really impatient and you just anger really, really easily? And this kind of makes you feel sort of helpless in that emotion because you don't really have another way, a better way of processing through things. It just happens and triggers so quickly that there's nothing you feel you can even do about it. I'm going to talk about that today and a little bit of a perspective of where did this anger come from and how we can use mindfulness-based tools to help you to move through the anger, to change that way of being into a better way that feels better, to process through what you feel instead of getting triggered and just automatically defaulting to anger. My name is Arne Pedersen from Awareness and Health. I'm a hypnotherapist and a mindfulness-based teacher, and I help people to move through all kinds of challenging emotions and to create new, really simple mindfulness-based tools to process through what they feel. Now let's take a look back in history a little bit. How did I get this anger? Maybe it's something you've had for a long, long time. And from this perspective, maybe when you're a child growing up, one of your parents or both your parents, maybe they both would get angry and they would argue or something and yell at each other. Or maybe one of your parents would get angry and they were really impatient, they would slam things down. And you were just around this. That was what you saw. That was the way you learned to process through what you feel, just by being around that kind of experience. So as an adult, that just became the habit, the normal way of processing through what you feel. And so from that perspective, we can look at anger as this is a behavior, just a habit. And all behaviors and habits can be changed. Now, say in the moment something happens and you feel that overwhelming, that just fire of an energy and you want to get angry and you just feel it happening. It just happens so quick and so easy. But if you can take some time and just breathe in the moment and just be with what you feel, then that gives you some time, some space to notice the reaction happening, to be able to look at what's going on. Is what is going on causing me to be angry? Is that causing me to feel this way? If you look at it from a deeper perspective and step back from it for a little bit and contemplate and really assess, is it really causing me to feel this way? The truth is, how can a thing cause you to feel some way other than what's really going on within yourself? If you have trouble with patience, if you see things and you're resisting what's going on and you really have trouble with something that's going on in life and you don't like that, that can trigger the anger, that can trigger the emotion, just the old habit of how you express yourself. When you feel this resistance, I don't like what's going on, I don't like that, this should be another way. That thing happened, that thing broke, I dropped that thing. It's just a habit of something happens that we don't like, that in the moment we're resisting the moment of life as it happens. And that ends up triggering this old habit of this is the way we normally process it. We just get angry and that's a way of moving through it. But does it really make you feel better? Do you feel good moving through, that anger, that tenseness within inside yourself, that resistance? It doesn't really feel good in the body, but it's just a way we're used to being. And if we can instead notice or take the time to breathe, just taking the time to do a little awareness practice, practicing being aware and being with what you feel on a regular daily basis. And I talk about this all the time because it works. In the moment, practicing breathing, being in the moment, just breathing, being with what we feel in our body, following our breathing. That pulls us back into the moment where we're accepting what we feel in our body, feeling sensations. And as we practice that on a regular basis, we start to create the habit of being able to come back to what we're feeling in our body. So now in life, something happens, we don't like it, we notice that feeling happening, and we're used to coming back into our body. So in that moment, we notice, okay, just breathe. Just breathe. Just connecting, just looking around. Is there anything going on right now that's dangerous, that is unsafe for my well-being. Well, no, this thing happened, I dropped this thing, and I just want to react into this anger. And okay, I'm just going to breathe into the feeling. It's the feeling we don't like, the feeling that of resistance of what's happening that we don't like, the thing that fell, the thing that broke, that triggered us. That's just the thing that triggered the process within us, the feeling process of resistance, of not liking what's going on. So as we go into our breathing, we're actually saying to our subconscious mind, the part of our mind that holds and creates the behaviors automatically within the subconscious programs. That's the part of the mind that when we go into our breathing, and we just slow our breathing down, feel our feet on the ground, feel our body, we're then telling our mind that everything's okay. Everything's safe in this moment, and it can lessen and let go of that triggered reaction to react with the old behavior. And we're replacing that with a new behavior of mindfulness, of mindfully going into what we feel. Just being with what we feel, accepting what just happened, just breathing through it. And in time, we'll be able to process through little things really quick and easy with this new habit rather than triggering into anger and into impatience. And that'll start lessening. The anger will start falling away and coming apart and dissolving. And the more we practice this awareness practice every day, a few minutes, just be with what you feel. Follow your breathing, coming back into your body. That is a powerful tool to always bring you back when you get pulled away in anger. So give this a try, and I hope you find this is very helpful. But it takes a little bit of time and a little bit of practice to practice coming back into your body. And then we have to take that time and the follow-through and the effort of when we feel the triggered impatience and the anger is to do it right then. As soon as we remember, we go into our breathing. It just takes a little bit of self-discipline to do this, but it works. It takes a little bit of time to just breathe through it, and it's finding a better way that just feels good. So my name is Arne Pedersen, and I hope you have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day.